From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Rivers now from the 50. Looking deep downfield. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Ballage. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Room here to run. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down. Rosen. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. He was looking that time for Stills. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Second down, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll start the drive with Drake. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Go.
Here's Rosen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. It's caught. Stills, right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On first down, Drake. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Rosen on first down. And Stills over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Rosen. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
I got it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 37 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Connect. 180.
You know why his team showed up?
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Parker the intended target, but it'll be second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 31's the mic.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
31.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Thomas Davis. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 84 yards. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to... Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on second and long. Rosen. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
58's the mic, 58. 58.
Third and long here for Rosen. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Desmond King on the return.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their own 22.
Check 49.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Well, this game is, of course, part of the NFL 100 series, and the historical significance here goes back to that 1981 AFC divisional round game Dubbed the Epic in Miami. Others called it the game that no one should have lost. Boy, you had so many great plays in there. The hook and ladder at the end of the second quarter by the Dolphins. Remember Kellen Winslow, future Hall of Famer, getting carried off exhausted in that contest. Over 1,000 total yards between the two teams, and led by Dan Fouts, the Chargers pulled off the 3-point win in overtime. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey. Hold. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Load it.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Red. He's checking.
Rivers on first down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
58, the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first down, it's Drake, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Rosen, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
36. Hey, alert. 58 is the mic.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All day.
Allen has it, left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Load it. Cluster. Watch that.
Keep it skinny.
Rivers to throw it. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Okay. Block the team.
Slam.
Q.
Motion me out.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Rivers now. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Badgley's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen, he's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible because right now he is wrecking things for them.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going on fourth down. Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Stills the intended target. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down.
And it's third.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
I got you. I got you. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
You must be dreaming.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Back, back, back. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch.
Wait, 89.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And it's third down.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, check 24.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tonight, 180. Monday.
Here we go.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they pick up their second win now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll sink now to 0-4.